What's up guys, Justin here with the RenderingEssentials.com, back with another Lumion 10 feature tutorial for you. So in today's video we're going to check out one of the newer features of Lumion 10, the ability to get a high quality preview of your images without having to actually render a file. So for information about all of Lumion 10's new features, make sure to check out my Lumion 10 feature page at the RenderingEssentials.com/Lumion10. Now let's go ahead and just jump into it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the newest example model in Lumion 10, and we're going to take a look at the high quality preview feature. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this so instead of the road and the sidewalk, this has the lake. So I'm just going to turn off the layers for the people and the road and the sidewalk, and I'm going to turn on the lake inside of Lumion 10. And so one way that you can get a preview of your different images inside of Lumion, if we fly up to this building and we go into photo mode, is you could take your photo. And we'll go ahead and create a new one right here, and we'll add in a realistic style for right now, and we may mess around with that in a minute. But the way that this kind of used to work is you would go in here, you would move your camera around, you would update it, and then after you updated it, you'd run a test render, right? You'd click in here, you'd render a photo, and then you'd spit this out as a test image, and you'd kind of look at it and then see what you needed to change, and then you'd kind of iterate from there. And so it wasn't a super long process. Because of the speed at which Lumion creates renderings, but the problem was you just had all these extra files and you were jumping in and out of the program. Well, now what you can do instead is you can just click inside of this window, and this will do like a test render inside of the window. So you can see how when I click and hold my right mouse button and look around, you can see how this says right here, click inside the preview window to update. And so if I click inside this preview window, you can see how this is actually going in here, and this is applying light to all of your plants. So it's rendering out all of your plants and all of your grass, as well as your materials. So if I kind of fly in here and I look at like the stucco on this face right here, this is actually applying that material to this face. So you can actually get a real preview of what these materials are going to look like. So now there are some things like the reflections in here that don't seem to be fully rendered, so you do need to run your full render in order to get the full result. But you can see how this is really good at giving you a preview of what different things are going to look like. So if I click over here, it'll render out the light going through this tree and everything else. You can do that as many times as you want. What I really like about this is it seems to be fairly lightweight, meaning I don't really hear my computer like super spooling up or anything like that in order to create these renders. So you can use this in order to preview the way things are going to look really quickly. And so if this is something you always want to see, you can go into your settings under the little gear right here, and you can click on this button right here for enable automatic high quality preview. And so if you do this, this window is going to automatically preview what this is going to look like every single time that you stop your camera. So if I fly over here and then I let up on this, if your camera is still for a second or two, it's going to automatically come in here and update your preview. So you can set this to do this or not. Personally, I don't really want this to be previewing every single time I fly around, but if that's something that you want, it's really easy to turn on and off. And so for me, I just really like how easy this is, how easy it is for me to see how things are going to look without me having to go in, render something, open up a folder, find it again, do all those extra steps. Instead, I can just come in here and I can just see what this is going to look like without any extra steps at all. And so I do want to note this will also work with your nighttime views and your lighting. So this will come in here and this will render out with your exterior lighting as well. So you can see how this is actually giving you a preview of like the lights bouncing off of the wet pavement effect too. So this is also going to give you a preview of your rendering with your lights as well. So again, just a really quick, easy way to see what your renderings are going to look like without you having to do a whole bunch of exporting and jumping in and out. So that's where I'm going to end this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Do you like this feature? Do you like the features in Lumion 10? I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new rendering content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.